What's up, guys? We're back on the main channel, but today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be covering what happened in Jailbreak Creator Brawls Season 2. Before we get into the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for whenever we drop another video. And yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it.
Fuku, he just trying to make some bands.
For those of you guys who don't know, Jailbreak Creator Brawls was a tournament where 8 YouTubers, including me, battled it out for a chance at a huge Robux prize. As you guys can tell, if you guys go to the channel, there was supposed to be a season 2 to where they doubled the amount of YouTubers and doubled the team. So instead of a 1v1 situation, it was going to be a 2v2 situation. So more than likely, it was going to be like future prizes or whatever like that. But as you guys can tell, there's been no videos on the season 2 yet. I'm assuming that season 2 was canceled since the trailer was 6 months ago. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play the trailer on screen so you guys can get a bigger picture of what was gonna happen, and then yeah, we'll reconvene once you guys can kind of fully grasp what season 2 was supposed to be all about. As you guys can tell from the video, it was supposed to be a lot more this season than it was last season, but really, to be honest, behind the scenes, there was a lot of things happening, like players were having falling outs, and at one point, even Neon and Spectre were going head to head behind the scenes. Like, there was a whole fiasco going on. I'm not going to get into it because it had nothing to do with me personally, but as far as what the future entailed, I didn't think the future was too much going to entail anything. But yeah, that explains why a trailer was dropped, but there was no season 2 to look forward to. But for right now, we're gonna backtrack to what happened with season 1, why it wasn't a bigger success than what it could have been. Because in my personal opinion, there could have been a bigger success with season 1 than there was. But for right now, before I get into my personal talk, I'm gonna interview the one and only Clutch and see what's going through his head about the whole situation. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut to that. Okay, guys, we are interviewing Clutch here, previously known as Neon. He was actually second place, but decided to drop out last minute of the Jailbreak Creator Brawls Season 1. We have him here. Welcome. Say hello.
Hello.
So right here, I pulled you, as you already know, I texted you, asked you, could I ask you some questions about the Jailbreak Creator Brawls Season 1. Most of the questions are involved in like how you felt about it, what you seen could have been better, what was good about it. I'm gonna save the surprise question for the end, but let's go ahead and get on with it. First question. What was your favorite part about the Jailbreak Creator Brawls?
My favorite part of the JV Creator Brawls is the part where I have robbed 3 stores more faster than I actually expected when I was versing Flareon. Well, his name is not Flareon anymore, but aka Flareon.
Okay. So, you know, we're gonna have that part up on screen because I'm not gonna lie, that part was actually good. But with that, on to the next question, which is, what is one thing that you seen was a struggle personally during the Jailbreak Creator Brawls?
The struggle with one of the things that I have experienced is the race. When I was racing Flareon, I was having a hard time because I kind of felt bad that he was lagging a lot and he was not doing very well on his other side of his POV, so I kind of felt bad and was slowing down a bit.
So it was kind of like you kind of had to hold back a little bit in order to give
I
him
had
an
to, yeah,
actual
I had to
chance.
hold back a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. With that, during the entire thing in general, who do you think would have been your biggest competition?
My biggest competition. Oh, that is a good question there. That is a really good question. My biggest competition would be Spectre.
Yeah, that's
He's really close. He back then he was very very close to my skill, and I wanted to face him again after 3 times I faced him. And the first time we faced, he won the first round, but I didn't have it recorded, and it was deleted, so I couldn't really post it. And then the second round, I won. And then the third round, I faced him again, but then lost because I was playing on PC and I didn't know anything about PC. So I wanted to face him again, but on mobile and try to get my prime back. So I would say Spectre is the hardest person to face.
yeah,
Second would be J Gamer.
yeah. True, they were good. They were good back then. They were good. Even though we are like a year later, man, how time flies. Anyways,
Yeah.
on to the next question. What would you say was probably one of the most intense moments that you had during the Silver Curtain Brawls?
One of the intense moments. I would say it wasn't really anything that was intense, really. I was just seeing a lot of people having problems with it because it was like, to me, it was pretty easy because I was facing people that were pretty easy. You in general just for straight up just gave me the win for it. I just didn't
I
really
was
care.
not
I didn't
gonna
want to face
battle
you.
you. I don't even
Yeah,
think that
I
video
neither
went
did
up
I.
on
So,
the channel.
oh,
I
it
don't,
did go up on the channel.
oh, it did? No. If you go back and watch, I was not trying to verse you, bro.
Yeah, there
I
wasn't
would have
anything intense.
rather versed Spectre and lost. I would have rather versed J Gamer and lost.
Either way, you would have lost against me. Even if I
Either way, I
went,
was gonna lose.
yeah. So
Hey,
there was no even point even
hey,
trying. I
hey,
didn't even try either. So,
hey! At one point, the statement was true. The student couldn't beat the master.
yep.
All right. With that, at the end, after everything was said and done, what was one thing that you would have started working on in preparation for what could have been season 2?
So what could have been season 2 for what? I'm sorry.
After season 1,
Yeah.
if let's just say you thought about facing in season 2, hypothetically,
Okay.
if you were doing that, what would you have worked on at that time?
What would I work on? Well, so in season 1, I basically practiced on my speed and my grinding because when I was the editor, which was basically rigged, and I don't like playing games that are rigged. So when I was the editor, I was looking at the rules of the game and I kind of knew what was going to go on, so I was just focusing on the speed and the grinding because
Mm,
that's all was there for my parts. So for season 2, if I was not the editor or the owner and I was just the competitor, I'll be practicing on my PvP mostly and my speed.
mm,
That's it. Just mostly PvP though.
that's actually a good take. Okay, the last question that I have: if you were given the opportunity, if you were to get back into Jailbreak and you were given the opportunity, would you come back for Jailbreak Creator Brawls season 2? Hypothetically
Season
speaking,
2 or
now.
3?
Season 2.
Because season two has already like
Season
kind of
2.
started already.
Season 2 got canceled like 6 months ago. Come on. Come on.
Oh, okay, whatever. So if I came back to Jailbreak, I actually don't know if I want to come back at all. I am very.
As a matter of fact, let me rephrase. What would have to be like some changes in order for you to come back to Jailbreak Creator Bros season 2 or even season 3?
Okay, so if I was to come back to season 2 or season 3, the competition cannot be rigged. If it's rigged, I'm not coming back at all. If it's not rigged, I will gladly come back. I don't
So,
like playing anything that's rigged.
so in other words, there would need to be like a separate editor
There
video.
will need to be a separate
People,
editor, a separate owner, because if the owner plays that competition, that's completely rigged. So if the owner does not play, I'm okay with playing in. But if the editor is also playing, I'm not playing in. So as long as the editor and the owner or any of those people that are hosting the entire tournament are not playing the game, I will hop right in that tournament.
maybe I should become the host. Anyway, but yeah, you know what? We're gonna conclude that. Thank you for your time. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.
You as well.
As you guys can tell, you can kind of see where he kind of didn't want to join back. And honestly, I can kind of see his point of view on the reason why he didn't want to join back. Because there were a lot of things going on, and he actually had a point to where if the host and the people editing the video were gonna be participating, then what's the point? Because if they already know what's gonna go down, then it really defeats the whole fact of even trying to participate, because they already know what to work on. They know how to get into the tops, versus people like the viewers who were also participants like myself. I had to wait to find out what the competitions were. But for example, Clutch, the editor, he already knew what exactly to work on for what and with what purpose. So there wasn't really too much anything fair there. But yeah, I would have to say, kind of like he pointed out during a lot of the interview, and like I was pointing out at the beginning, technical issues did play a huge role in the downfall of this tournament. But to be honest, personally, I feel like there can be a rebrand. It might not be in the way that we want it. It might be set up differently, but there could be a possible way to make a comeback to what could have been season 2. Honestly, if they decide to continue with it, maybe push for a season 3. I don't know. It all depends on how we practice, how if all the YouTubers agree to it, because at this point, for the foreseeable future, from what I can tell, season 2 was canceled because life happened. But honestly, that's all I'm gonna be covering for this video. I just wanted to cover what happened with Jailbreak Creator Brawls Season 2 and why Jailbreak Creator Brawls Season 1 was such a kind of a downfall. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Honestly, comment down below if you want a Season 2. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Peace out.